Hey y'all, Father Jim Haney from St. Paul's in the Plains in Lubbock and Texas Tech, Canterbury. Boy, are we excited here in Lubbock, Texas. I'm recording this on March the 31st on Sunday. Last night we had Texas Tech beating Gonzaga in the Elite Eight, and that means for the first time in our school's history, Tech is going to the NCAA Final Four in the basketball tournament. Our women, of course, have been there before. In fact, the Lady Raiders took the national championship, #1, back in 1993. But that's been a little while. We remember that fondly. We have a freeway just a mile up that way named for their head coach, Marcia Sharp. She's still emblazoned on the map of Lubbock. But now, for the first time, our men have advanced to the Final Four, and we sure are excited around here. Looking forward to these big games coming up this weekend. In seminary, I had a classmate who was not much of a sports fan, and we were talking one spring about the NCAA tournament, and somebody mentioned the Final Four, and he asked, Final Four? What is that? Is that the four horsemen of the apocalypse? Those four riders mentioned in the book of Revelation, war and famine and disease and death itself, those four destructive forces that ride out against the earth. You can't help but think that, of course, we've got another horseman here. He's not the horseman of the apocalypse, the Red Raider, but hopefully he'll ride forth. But anyway, back to the subject at hand. The book of Revelation is all about the difficulties the world goes through, and our difficulties are still very present in our world. War, famine, disease, death itself are still very present realities. But we celebrate a big game, even bigger than any possible sports championship. We celebrate every year the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. We're coming up again on that annual observance. We're less than 2 weeks away from beginning Holy Week. Beginning that week, we remember Jesus' passion and sacrifice for us, and we're less than 3 weeks away from the celebration of his resurrection. Because of that, for Christians, while the outcome of Texas Tech versus whoever they're going to be playing, I don't know yet at this point. The bracket is yet to be locked in, depending on games today. But while the outcome of the NCAA tournament is up for grabs, the outcome of the universe is not up for grabs. God wins. God has won the victory already in our Lord Jesus Christ. And the forces which are so oppressive to us, things like war and disease, famine and death, one day they will be no more. And that is certainly something to celebrate. And maybe we need to celebrate it even more than we celebrate NCAA Final Four bracket. I know in a sports town like Lubbock, that's a dangerous thing to say, but Easter, of course, is far, far more important. The victory Jesus wins is far, far better than any sports championship could be. So, guns up, Rector Tech this week. Hope things go well. We'll be watching this weekend, but also remember the real victory that lays in store for us, won through the cross and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. God bless. Have a great day.